Imagine waking in the middle of the night, paralyzed, unable to move or speak, but acutely aware of something there with you in the darkness, something menacing. According to a 2011 study, approximately 490 million people worldwide suffer from this terrifying condition, which is known as sleep paralysis. And in this video, we will explore 4 of the most common experiences.
The top files.
One common experience many folks claim to have during episodes of sleep paralysis is an encounter with alien beings, or even a full-fledged abduction. In fact, scientists theorize that sleep paralysis may even explain alien abduction experiences in general. One sufferer of this type of experience recalls, at a house he had once lived in, he had a big room with a sliding glass door that led out to a patio. One night, after growing tired from playing GameCube, he decided to go to bed. He recalls eventually waking completely paralyzed, but at the same time aware of his surroundings. This is when he saw 4 white alien figures standing at each corner of his bed. As the aliens drew closer, he fought himself awake, and that's when he found himself alone, left in a cold sweat. If you or someone you know has experienced an alien abduction, whether attributed to a sleep paralysis episode or not, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Another common experience many folks claim to have during an episode of sleep paralysis is an encounter with something demonic, such as an incubus or its female counterpart, the succubus. According to legend, an incubus is a male demon who visits human females at night and engages in sexual intercourse with them, whereas the succubus is a female demon who, also according to legend, visits human males at night for the same purpose. All of this, of course, being against the will of the human victim. One sufferer, author Robert Moss, recalls his own horrifying sleep paralysis encounter with a succubus. As a teenager, a monstrous woman with multiple arms and dagger-like teeth and withered breasts entered his bedroom one night. He was completely paralyzed, and the woman crawled up his bed and then lowered herself onto him, and they had sex. Despite being absolutely horrified, he nonetheless found himself aroused during the experience, as if his body was betraying him. After the act was finished, he claims that she suddenly transformed into a beautiful young lady. This sort of experience sounds like a horrid combination of terrifying and violating. What do you think? Have you ever experienced something similar? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. The third type of experience many folks commonly claim to have during episodes of sleep paralysis is an encounter with what is known as the night hag, or old hag as some refer to it. In this experience, sufferers claim an evil presence, typically in the form of a horrific old woman, enters their room and terrorizes them, sometimes sitting or perching on their chest, thereby making breathing difficult. One man recalls once seeing a figure slowly walk through the doorway of his room. It was a very old, skinny, naked woman with sunken eyes and long gray hair. Her skin seemed to loosely attach to her bones. She slowly made her way toward him and eventually on top of him. He fought himself awake and the woman immediately vanished. He felt so disgusted by the experience that he ran to take a shower. To me, this type of experience bears certain similarities to the previously mentioned demonic experiences, only replace the demon with a frightening old woman. As always, what do you think? Have you had any experience similar to this? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, the fourth type of experience many folks commonly claim to have during episodes of sleep paralysis, an encounter with shadow people. Now, I had addressed shadow people in my previous video, which I do recommend that you check out. Shadow people are described as dark, human-like shapes, typically witnessed moving around in the dark. At times, they can even appear to be both conscious and intelligent. One woman recalls a recent experience with a shadow person, where a black figure, as if a person were entirely covered in skin-tight black lycra, was trying to drag her from her bed by her face. She desperately tried to reach for her husband, but to no avail, as she was completely paralyzed. If you or someone you know has experienced an encounter with shadow people, whether in a state of sleep paralysis or not, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Also be sure to subscribe to this channel to be notified about the release of all future content. See you all in the next video.